With the addition of these blue Pikmin, we can now confirm that there are 5 varieties of Pikmin. Based on the trends we've seen, Pikmin appear to evolve in the ways that suit their surroundings. That would explain how they can handle different environments. Our real struggle has only just begun. Under our command, just how far is this army? We two talk too much. Let's go! Hey everybody, you here. Welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 3. In the previous video, we returned to the Garden of Hope after our fruit was stolen. In today's video, we're going to be going back to the Garden of Hope in hopes of finding our fruit. Pun totally intended. So what we're going to be doing now is that we're going to be taking out all of our blue Pikmin, 30 winged Pikmin, and the rest of them will be rocks. I was originally going to have yellow Pikmin on our team this time around, but I decided against it because the only thing that I really wanted the yellow Pikmin to be on our team this time around for was for something that I decided I'm going to be doing later in the game. Right now, in this video, we'll be focusing on building our blue Pikmin population, as well as building a couple bridges. So yeah, it's so exciting. We're going to be carrying the remains of the Wallywog right there. We're going to be taking a rock Pikmin and fighting some more Wallywogs. Wallywogs are the source of all evil. And now we can go throw some more blue Pikmin over there. Yay. So now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be dismissing my squad of Pikmin, and I'm going to have Alpha get my blue Pikmin. My other captains will take the rest of the Pikmin and use the super handy dandy feature of the Go Here button to go this way. That's the perfect way to describe what you're doing with the Go Here feature. Over here, we're going to be introduced to an enemy that we've seen before but never actually encountered yet. This is a Toady Blowster. We've seen a data file explaining how to fight these things before. This enemy is one of the very few enemies in this game that can actually do poison damage. Poison was a hazard that was introduced in Pikmin 2, I believe. It was introduced in Pikmin 2, but the thing was that game had white Pikmin, which were immune to poison. This game does not have white Pikmin in the story mode, so we had to fight those things even though we don't have a Pikmin that's immune to poison. It can't jump when it's weighed down with Pikmin. This is a data file that honestly has been driving me a little bit crazy lately because a couple of weeks ago I was playing through a different video, practicing for a different video in the Garden of Hope, and I went that and basically what I was doing is I was going around the place looking for data files because I wanted to save them to my Miiverse screenshot album so that I can use them for videos later. That data file has been on my computer for about a month now, just sitting there, waiting for me to get to this point in the game. So that data file is a little bit of a jerk, but it's not that big of a deal. Going back over here, going back to the topic of the Toy Boaster real quick, I guess one thing that's worth mentioning, another thing worth mentioning about finding that thing is that it's best to attack the ball thing that's attached to the back of it. Because that's the weakness of the enemy, and we're going to be introduced to a couple new enemies. These enemies will also do poison damage. This one is, if I can lock onto it, I think I can get over here. This enemy right here is the Sputtlepus. Sputtlepus, they can spray ink, which is poisonous to blue Pikmin. And over here, we're going to be also introduced to, hey, you ate my Pikmin, how could you, you monster! What did that Pikmin ever do to you besides destroy your brethren and use its remain to make more Pikmin? That doesn't justify your wrongdoing. I'm being so stupid right now. That enemy over there was a Waterpuss. Those are one of my favorite enemies in the game because it attacks with bubbles. I am not kidding. You saw it on screen a moment ago. They literally attack with bubbles. It's very hilarious. It's not the only enemy in the game that can attack with bubbles, but it's one of the funnier attacks that I've seen in a video game. Like, there are some games like Mario where there are these giant turtles that breathe fire at you. There's a couple other ones like Zelda that have swords, but no, bubbles are the most are the most powerful weapon of all time. You can't go wrong with fighting enemies with a bubble. Blue Pikmin can attack while swimming. Gee, data file. That was such a useful information that I had to go out of my way to find. Alright, so we're going to be using the Go Here feature again. One problem I have with the Go Here feature in terms of us playing this game is the fact that when you use it, you can, if you're playing on the game has a feature where you can go back to a previous day to look to reset if you've made a mistake, like if you lost a lot of Pikmin and you want to go back to... What the heck? Okay, random wing Pikmin, yay! You can, the game has a feature where you can go back to a previous day if you failed something, and kind of restart from scratch. It's a very nice feature, and I really like it. And another feature I like about it is the fact that your map is already filled in, but it makes a little bit of a problem in terms of us playing this game. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fact that you may see areas on the TV that we haven't explored yet, so there might be a little bit of a spoiler there. It's not that big of a deal, honestly, but it is a little bit of a deal. It's not that big of a problem though. Going over here, what I want to do next is that I want to get my wing Pikmin with me. We're gonna be ignoring our rock Pikmin for now. We will be using them in a bit, which is why I haven't called them back in Return of the Onion yet. We're gonna have our wing and our blue Pikmin, because we're gonna be fighting a boss fight. This is not the boss of the area, believe me. You're gonna hear my thoughts when we get to that point. But over here, we're gonna be introduced to a familiar face. We're gonna be fighting a bug-eyed Chromat again. Wing Pikmin are very effective against this thing because you can just use a super awesome power of the because you can just have your Wing Pikmin charge against it. Just like the other bug-eyed Chromat we fought before. This enemy you have to throw your Pikmin at the eyeballs, and then when it flips over, you have to throw them at the belly button. It's already like almost halfway done, so this is not going to take any time at all. This is not a very hard battle. The bosses in this game are definitely a lot easier than they were in the other Pikmin games, and I suppose that's because of the fact that Miyamoto lately has been kind of doing a thing where he tries to make this game more accessible to people, and while that's great and all, it does cause a few personal problems with me for these games. Like these enemies are a little bit too easy for me. I'm sure it's fine for people who are playing these games for the first time for the difficulty to not be that hard, but at the same time, it's a little bit disappointing to play a series where it's pretty much well known that the bosses in this series are difficult, but then you go fighting the bug-eyed Chromat, the wing Pikmin, and it's like over in like 5 seconds. Going over here, this is the last of the bridge that we're building over here, and this leads to a problem I have with this area. It's not a very big problem. It's more of a minor complaint, but it does possess something that does legitimately irritate me sometimes. While we do this, I'm going to have my blue Pikmin tear down this wall, because why not? What we're going to be doing next is that we're going to have we're going to completely reunite our squad, go over here, and throw them over here. You want to be very careful with this, because your Pikmin can be, if you whistle your Pikmin over this, they will go into the water. Blue Pikmin are obviously immune to water, so that's not a problem. But if you have other Pikmin type, like rocks or anything like that, then it will be a problem. You can see an enemy over there, but I'll talk about him in a moment, because I want to talk about a problem I have with this game. It can get very repetitive to throw entire squads of Pikmin across multiple areas, like we were right there. That could get a little bit repetitive, and I think I have a solution for that if they were to try to fix it with Pikmin 3, but this is Pikmin 3, what am I talking about? If they were to try to fix it with Pikmin 4, which, by the way, Miyamoto has actually confirmed that he is making Pikmin 4 for the Wii U, so it's a very exciting time to be a Pikmin fan. One idea I have for what they could do with the Pikmin 4 is they could make it so that if you hold down the button to throw your Pikmin, instead of button mashing, what you could do is that you could hold the button for a moment, And doing that, you will throw more Pikmin at a time. Like you grab a fistful of Pikmin, and then when you actually throw the Pikmin, you throw them all at once. Like you can throw like 10 Pikmin at a time if you hold the button for a certain amount of time. I think that'd be a very interesting idea. It would definitely speed up the gameplay a little bit. And would make areas back there a little bit less repetitive. And it also leads to something that I've been meaning to discuss for a little while now, but I haven't really gotten around to doing so. That area over there would have been perfect for 4 captains, because you could throw one over here, and then that one could throw one over here, and the other one over there, which would have been great for multitasking. And speaking of 4 captains, this game was originally going to feature 4 captains at once. The 4th captain was only a piece of concept art that was sewn for the 4th captain. Please excuse the camera right now, because I just want to take a little screenshot right now because I have an awesome idea for a thumbnail for this video. So I'll go back to my story I'll go back to explaining the history of the 4th captain in a moment after the Pikmin are done building this thing. I'm gonna cut ahead to when they get there, so I'll see you guys in a second. Yay, they got all the bridge pieces. Going back to what I was saying a moment ago, there was originally going to be 4 captains playable in this game. The 4th captain, nope, he was only named a character D, back when the characters didn't have official names yet. Character D, nobody really knows what happened to him. It was theorized that his name was originally Drake, and the ship's name was eventually named after him. But the thing with character D is that nobody really knows what happens to him. It was originally announced that you'd be playing with 4 captains, but then when they showed more of the game, only 3 captains were shown off. So I have a theory about what happened to him. Two theories actually. First theory, I'll talk about the second one later in the Let's Play because it's actually a bit of a spoiler for this game. But the other theory is that they couldn't really think of any solid ideas about what you could do with 4 captains at once. They made a lot of puzzles in this game where it requires 3 captains, but I guess they couldn't really think of unique ways to have 4 captains playing at once. We have another secret file over here, so yay, the secret file! Yay, it's so exciting. We're gonna be spending the rest of the day getting some potions, I guess. We weren't able to get everything I wanted to get originally, but we got a lot done right now, so I am very happy with the way this video turned out. So, yay! A clap for joy. Well, I guess we don't have to go look for potions. We could probably do that in the next video. So, wait, why is that fruit? I just remembered. I was looking at my gamepad and I saw that there was a fruit down there, and I'm curious to see if these Pikmin can get to this fruit in time. We might lose a few because there's some fist enemies over there, which would be a bit of a... No, we didn't lose any of them! Yay! That was a very weird yay. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is that we're going to be following our Pikmin over to the Onion. Well, it's taking it to the Drake, technically, but I'm just going to say to the Onion, because that's what I felt like saying at the time. Well, we got everything I wanted to do today. Yeah, this was a very productive day. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. So, for what I believe is the 3rd time in this Let's Play, what we'll be doing is that I'm going to end the day early. I can't wait to taste the new fruit. So, yeah, this was a very productive day. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Hopefully this trend will continue with tomorrow's video, because in tomorrow's video we're going to be getting to a part that I've been kind of not looking forward to for a little while. But on a happier note, we got everything I wanted to do today, so in the next video we're going to be facing the boss of the Garden of Hope. So hopefully in the next video we'll be able to complete the rest of the stuff in the Garden of Hope. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day tomorrow. So we're going to now listen to the conversation that they have at the end of the video as per usual. And Brittany has to hog the spotlight. Get it? Because it's a bright light. It's like a spotlight. Whatever. After observing these winged Pikmin, my conclusion is that they're not very effective in combat. However, since they possess the ability to fly, they could be extremely useful for accomplishing certain tasks. I will keep an eye out for any opportunities to utilize their unique ability. I like how they say they're not very effective in combat, yet the winged Pikmin were the reason why the winged Pikmin were the reason why we were able to defeat the bug-eyed Chromite very quickly. But anyway, we're going to this video off here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video of Pikmin 3, and until next time, leave gear to you. Oh yeah!